Our founding father, Sir Henry Royce, had a very insightful saying: "Small things make perfection, but perfection is no small thing." Today at Rolls-Royce, we truly feel the impact of his words, because creating simplicity is an extremely complex process. Never more so than when it came to the development of our new Ghost. The question we continuously asked ourselves was, what is the very essence of Rolls-Royce? We operate in a very refined marketplace, and we have to be laser focused on who our clients are. These extraordinary people are our lifeblood, our very reason for existing. Each of our products represents a different set of customer values. Each layer of our client groups is different, with a variety of needs and desires, unique to their personal life space. So, let me start from the beginning. In 2009, when we introduced the first Goodwood Ghost, we were responding to the requirements of a new and highly influential subset of our clients: entrepreneurs, founders, and successful business leaders, global citizens, male and female. They told us that they were seeking a different kind of a Rolls-Royce, a less ostentatious, simpler Rolls-Royce, which they could use as a business tool and for personal self-driving enjoyment. So, we created our first Ghost with these people in mind. And that car went on to meet our most ambitious expectations. Over the past 11 years, it has become one of the most successful Rolls-Royces in history. 5 years ago, we began an open dialogue with our closest Ghost clients, and we learned a great deal. They truly loved their Ghost. But within this particular layer of our clients, they expressed a desire for something even more refined, even less ostentatious. A car with a minimalist design ethic. Simple and distilled, but still, in every respect, a true Rolls-Royce. Of course, they required advances across every level of the car's suite of technology and engineering. But they didn't want to sacrifice the pared-back simplicity of the original. And so, our design team set to work. They removed all unnecessary design embellishments. They deleted shut lines, and they erased superfluous detail on both exterior and interior of new Ghost. Then our engineers completely reconfigured our Rolls-Royce architecture. They distilled the on-road experience of our new car, imbuing it with an incredibly pure, refined driving personality. And this brilliant creative process by our experts at the home of Rolls-Royce in Goodwood has resulted in something very special: our new Ghost. In today's world, where many people are seeking increased simplicity, refinement and restraint, a post-opulent world, this Rolls-Royce fits perfectly with the zeitgeist of our times. New Ghost is the very essence of Rolls-Royce. It whispers, it doesn't shout. It's less, but better. It's quite simply Ghost and nothing more.
The brief we were given for the dynamic character of New Ghost was perfection in simplicity. But actually we knew that fulfilling that brief, to create that perfection, to create that simplicity from the customer view, was actually going to be incredibly complex. Regardless of the climate, the road conditions, whether you're driving or being chauffeured, it had to feel just right. Our challenge with Ghost was to distill the dynamic highlights from the complete portfolio of motor cars into one single product. This wouldn't have been possible without our Rolls-Royce spaceframe architecture. This is completely configurable, which allows us to set up the vehicle to deliver the exact result our client would expect on the road. So we're not asking a platform to do something it was never designed to do. We're looking at the trademark Rolls-Royce characteristics. So the effortless magic carpet ride, the dynamic sense of one endless gear, and new for Ghost, the reassuring all-wheel drive system. We created with our front suspension a world first. We introduced a new system which in simple terms dampens the dampers to remove as much energy transfer as we can from the road into the body of the vehicle, creating for the customer that sense that the road has almost been plain smooth in front of them. You experience the sensation of flight on land over all tarmac surfaces, wet or dry. In terms of the dynamic properties of New Ghost, we also responded directly to client feedback. Not only did they want to use their Ghost in more places, but they also wanted to spend more time behind the wheel to really experience our 571 PS twin-turbo V12. Ghost benefits from our flag bearer system that proactively brings together a camera coupled together with sensors in the suspension assembly which scan the road ahead and make millions of calculations per second to actively adjust the suspension for the conditions that the client hasn't even yet experienced. Even our gearbox is linked to the car's global positioning system, scanning the road ahead to select the perfect gear for the corner you're about to encounter. Ghost had to feel nimble in the city as well as out on the open road. We decided the best way to achieve that was all-wheel steering. At low speeds, the rear axle turns in the opposite direction to the front wheels, creating a very tight turning circle. You don't have to worry about the vehicle's size. At higher speed, the rear wheels turn with the front wheels to give you stability during higher speed lane changes. It's really a car that whispers, it doesn't shout. And we took that very literally when it came to the acoustics. We found that removing all noise can actually be quite disorientating and uncomfortable. We've invested a great deal of time and an obsessive level of attention to detail in creating one uniform tone inside the cabin. The seat frames, for example, resonated with a different frequency to the body. So we introduced damping units within the seats to bring them together into one single note. The large boot produced a frequency that you could just notice at motorway speeds. So we introduced a set of invisible ports within the parcel shelf to harmonise those frequencies. Even the drive shafts have been created so that any noise they make does not intrude on the meticulously tuned cabin. When we describe what we've done to bring our clients New Ghost, we've been described as obsessives. We prefer perfectionists.